What about? Okay, there we go. This whole time I didn't have any sort of Ah, there we go. Are you still watching, Ginjo? I didn't know I didn't have
Everything changes.
Okay, well, I guess since you guys weren't able to hear me, um, I'll go over quickly everything I said. I assumed my mic was. Okay, so, the gist of everything is I'm going to be working on the VP rankings, upgrading VP rankings. It's going to be now 3 million and above. I mean, either going to be doing 3 million or 2 million. I haven't decided yet. But probably 3 million. Speed, I'm assuming we've got rid of speed now. I'll be working until the VP level. Let's see what else. Music is a bit too loud? Alright, okay. Is that fixed now? Why did you go away? Is this better? Mic up a little and that should be perfect. Okay. Alright. So, I'm supposed to do focus. So I'm going to be working on the BP rankings. Obviously, there seems to be changing. I mean, I don't even think you're in here, Ginjo. So I'll be working on that. I wanna raise it to like 3 million or so. The one biggest thing that I said during this is I only had 1 day left. It said yesterday 1 day left, and then now it says 19 days, and I'm not sure what's going on with that. It's a little weird. I mean, I'm okay with it 100%, but it's just a little weird that 19 days are left all of a sudden. I haven't updated it since December. Jaka updated it like the first week in January, but I'm going to be updating it once a week from now on. Maybe twice a week if I can get a helper. Because I think Beast says he wants to help, but he hasn't come on to. Like he came on a little bit yesterday, but he wasn't on for. No, he came on this morning and he was only on for like an hour or two, and then was off right away. I didn't even go through this. Let's go look through these. Asking to 50,000 now, which is a nice price for doing that. I guess if you're trying to do meta at the moment though, BWM would be better. And then there's Beirut. I like the difference in price between this 40,000 here. I mean, I know it's free, but 25,000 gold to get in there. Let's see. Is there anything important that I said when I was YouTube? Oh, well, I'm gonna be getting HBI. Replace Uryu with HBI. Max mod him, and then Uryu's at 80 exclusive, so it'll be pretty fun getting HBI up. Once I'm done getting those 5 to max mod, I don't think I'm going to be doing any more updating with the team, because right now, I mean, that's a pretty decent team. I guess it really depends on what Yami does. Too quiet? Like the music's too quiet, or I'm too quiet? Anyway. The Yuri's great still at that price. Also, mic up a bit more. Oh, is this? Let me move my mic closer. Oh shit. Okay, is that better? I can turn up the mic a little bit more. There we go. It's at max volume now. See if there's any properties I can do. Wait, is my sound thing still on? This will be game capture. Okay, do I sound better? I think just your voice up a little more. It sounds as if you were far. What about now? Does it sound okay now? I updated the mic stuff because I'm literally like almost right in front of the mic. I don't have a stand, so I'm using something else. Well, this reminds me, I need to do it new. Yeah, my mic is like a very cheap mic. I want to get a new one, but I prefer to like I'm okay with the mic that I have at the moment, even though it's not as great as I would like. But I would rather be spending my money on this for right now because I really need HVI. I need to get the Asauchi, and I need to upgrade my stones as well, and I need to get Hogu enhanced for the Hogus. Yeah, I'm new Finny owner. And then also, Finny didn't have any accessories aside from campaign accessories. So all I have is the campaign accessories, and they're not even leveled that much. Like as you can see, if I were to get 130 accessories and be able to put it on these guys, they would get a huge boost in power, especially since I already have, let's see, I already have 4,500 stones. Since I'm here for fasting, we're going to check all instances. One of them ain't done yet, so you can get red name. Oh, okay. Also, Jaka, I did Genjo's mod stuff, so we can do that daily now.
let's see. I'm assuming it would be the highest level one. 70, 90? Nope, not this one. Is this one up here? 90, 110. Yes, this one. Ooh, this is fun. Let's go after that red name, boys. I was gonna do the BP ranking right off the bat, but now that this is here, I'll go ahead and get this done. How far away am I? Oof, 30,000. Let me get YouTube up on my phone so I don't have to keep looking back and forth. I hate whenever my phone is doing the updates for stuff because it really lowers my... Wait, which one is souls? Is the 7,200 the souls or is the 150 the soul? I'm guessing it's the 150. It's honestly not giving us that much. Un momento. I'm going to block this out real quick. I need to just I need to just fix something real quick, and then I will put the video back up. Let's see. I hate this new YouTube Studio thing. It's a lot different than the previous one, and I'm not sure if I like this. Huh. I don't know what to do because it doesn't matter. What the hell? It's not fixed. Ah, there we go. Okay. Hello, my US account is pretty clear. How do you use the old studio again, Joe? It doesn't give me an option. It just says YouTube Studio Beta. Is it somewhere in settings? If that's the case, I'll just go and look through in settings. Alright. has all that pretty easy. I hate that Genjo has to start off with little to no fury. I mean, he doesn't even have his. All he has is a starting fury, which is why haven't we used like enchant stones? I guess maybe something different on the red enchant stone for Genjo, but we could be using fury. Well, I didn't see which one you used, but maybe this link. What do you mean this link? You can send on Discord if you want. Hold on, let me not make any mistakes here. No, that link brought me right to the other, to this. Let me see if it's, advanced channel settings, maybe. No. Ah, found it. Safe. Thank God. Because that was some god awful, I hate the new studio very, very badly. It was under settings, by the way. Is there no more YouTube gaming? Okay. There. Okay, let's go back to this. Well, hopefully this will give me a decent amount of souls. I suppose that doing Ryoka would help, but as I am unable to do Ryoka, at least can do ES. Does ES give souls, or is that just EXP and silver? Huh, I've only gone like 3,000. How enraged are you that we have no Yami in game yet? Do we have Grons in game yet? Is Grons even in game? Because I haven't been on US for a while. I haven't even been necessarily keeping up. I didn't even know until a couple days ago that Yami hadn't even had his stats shown yet. See, there's a big difference in are you worried about Bleach and are you worried about this and that. Am I worried about U.S. Bleach and Ian Bleach? Well, Ian could probably stay regardless because of the French, but am I worried about U.S. Bleach? Maybe a little. Um, it depends on how the devs work out things. As of right now, I mean, they're going slow as bloody hell. But then again, I don't work on a Bleach Online game, so are you telling me that should I be worried about no Yami on the VN wiki yet? And if that worries me, I didn't even know VN had a wiki. Oh damn. Well, let's go back to that. Yeah, have we done the 100 one? I'm gonna go check that as well. Yeah, we done the 100, I'm assuming. I mean, I think that VN will last longer. You have to do the comparisons. Um, the amount of money that VN is making um, via VN funds is enough to get by. I mean, you have people like uh, Hinata and Tan who are and Valk who are topping up quite a bit. It's what seemingly like almost every day. Um, so I think that VN is at least going to be substantially making their money regardless. Same thing with like Brazil. All those websites that are giving things for cheaper, they're doing the right idea with things. I mean, maybe it doesn't necessarily mean that everyone has to go to the cheap route, but even if you lowered your prices a little, I think that US would probably make a whole lot more money if it wasn't for the fact that everything costed so much. And the fact that there's not much support from the devs or the mods. And that's the difference. Like, if you have any type of problem in Brazil, they usually compensate you in some way, shape, or form. Um, I mean, the devs are fairly nice, and especially the mods as well. Um, the Brazil mods were alright. They weren't bad. They were definitely a lot better than US, but I'm not sure if you could say that they were better than, let's say, the French or anything, but they definitely have more events than anyone else. Brazil, on that matter. Yami was shown a while ago. Just a draft on Bleach Wiki is yet to be there for like a month. I was expecting him to be in game by now. 8th spot in the US, just not in VN yet. Maybe next month. If US did a 70% price cut, I could go back to spending, but it's not worth it. I wouldn't necessarily say like a 70% price cut. Like I said, I think that the US Bleach, the only problem that they have is just like if you were to directly spend the gold on something, like let's say like Ginjo for instance, I don't know what price he is now, but the last time that I was on the website, it was like 60,000 gold, and that's quite a bit of gold. If you were to just top that up, not counting any rebates or anything, that's like 100 and 1,250, or is that no? That's 1,500. So $1,500 for one partner. One partner. If you would lower that, more people would be getting him. Which may make people stop being free to play. So you have to weigh the pros and the cons. So if you lower the prices, you're gonna have to be giving the free to play people some type of compensation. Maybe like old characters, like how VN is doing it, because that's at least keeping the free to play players here on the site. Because either way, they're having good enough partners to at least stay in the game with the rather lower level characters. I mean, with the rather low level people that are also playing. But I don't think I have any worry about Yami at the moment. They're probably waiting for specific times so that way they can get the most amount of money out of it. On top of that, you also have to realize that there's not many Bleach characters left. Um, when the manga is done, so you can only release enough characters based off of the characters that are in the game. I mean, in the show, in the manga, but not messing with the whole copyright issues with the Bleach Brave Souls, and so they're kind of limited on characters, but they're trying to make the game last as well as making the game still keep gaining money. So you have to kind of weigh the pros and the cons here on. Ooh, we are going to reach 100,000. I'd say that it's all right for now. They'll probably wait till release it until Dragon Boat Festival. We'll probably hear about it in the next week or so, and then it'll probably be out here by the time Dragon Boat Festival comes around. It'll probably be the Dragon Boat exclusive. I don't think that Grons is coming anytime soon for VN. Or I mean, it may come soon, but I think that it's more like FBI or HVI coming soon. And just looking at all the characters that are left. Let me look actually. Wait, there. Okay, so we have Grons. Okay, Grons is here. Shuki asking. Yeah, I'd say that HVI has to come soon because you don't have that much characters left. She's out. He's out. He's out. I believe Komomura is out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Aizen's out. Gentle's out. Ichiro's out, I believe. Isane's out. Koga's out. Senju, Ichibei, Oetsu, Hiki. Korinji's out. Any red and gold partners that are up here are probably out. And then, like, the only people that are left is, like, HVI, FBI, and Grons. Seems like the only people that are left out that you can even get. Shuhei's out, isn't he? Why is he so low on the list? So how do you like my red name, Ginjo? Damn, come on, load. There we go. Do... Nothing real important here, I'd say. Yeah. But the biggest thing is there's lots of stuff that still need to be worked on. I mean, like I said, there's no accessories. I'll have to work on that quite a bit. I'm using Batman mod soul, so I mean, I still have to go get Ginjo, and then the Grimjaw's only level 50, and it's pretty easy to get mod soul, so that can be easily fixed. But the Hogus, most of them are level 1 or level 2, so I have to upgrade a lot of them. Ooh, an achievement. Title. Nice. Well, here's the thing. I think I could probably get everyone above 4 million by the time that Dragon Boat comes around. I'm trying to be able to top up 200 to 300,000 by the time Dragon Boat Festival comes around. If I can do that, I'd be hoping that if I can get Rail Furnace at the same time, that would be great. If not, then oh well. I'd probably weigh the pros and the cons. It kind of just depends on how good the Dragon Boat Festival is. Like how I know what the U.S. stuff is, but VN stuff is always different. So I'll look at Dragon Boat stuff and compare. But just looking at all the stuff, like, especially when you consider like the Thanksgiving and all that events, those are great over here in VN. And then they give lots of rewards out for that type of stuff. And I think that they'll probably have the same thing with Dragon Boat Festival, but like really OP stuff. And I'll be able to get some nice stuff from that, as well as the mod soul fragments, which will help. I was counting it out, and if I were to do a 300,000 top up, I believe. Actually, let me recalculate that to make sure. 300,000 divided by 400 equals times 20 equals. Yeah, I can get 15,000 bronze mod souls if I top up 300,000. Just counting the top up of the 300,000 in the event. So 15,000. Which would definitely bring up quite a bit of bronze mod souls. And I played for Warriors and topped up just as much, you can probably double your current BP. But I didn't even read all your stuff until just now. On top of the bronze fragments, the only big thing that I really need to work on is the accessories, obviously, but I can get that for free from CSB. Who's Adjust? He's in server 1. So Adjust has roughly 1 million. I have a higher 1007. 107. Yeah, I have a higher BP than him. Rates of BP. Do you have enough pet cards for maxing though? You need at least a couple hundred. Ginjo, I have like 15,000 pet cards. Yeah, see, 9999 and 215, so I have about 1,200 mods, pet cards. So no worries there. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying, like, I wouldn't mind spending a lot of my gold in Hueco Mundo Treasure. Like, if the best possible event that we could have would be if Dragon Boat Festival comes along with like Pyramid and Hueco Mundo Treasure. I mean, so Furnace, Dragon Boat, and Puzzle, or instead of Puzzle, maybe something like Bonkai Power. Like, if those three were there, or if those two, like Dragon Boat and Rayo, and then on top of that, the light and dark event, I mean the wake up with the treasure, that would be perfect. Because all I really need is the Hoku enhances to upgrade the stuff, which shouldn't take that long. But I've been calculating it out. If I can get enough Asauchi, like a 300,000 top up for Furnace, that's me around 650,000 gold after the fact, at the rebates, depending on how much other rebate events are there. And I already calculated it out. It would be enough to get me 3 characters' equipments to max. So if I just say fuck it to one character, I could get the other 3 to a good amount, and then the other one part of the way through. Like, let's say I wanted to get Kakuto, Uryu, and Byakuya all the way through, and then Genjo part of the way through. And then I can always get them later on, but on top of that, I'm getting the pills and everything at the same time. I'd be getting stones, which will help me upgrade, because I'm pretty close to all 12 stones. And then Ichimonji is already maxed out. All I have to worry about is accessories, which I can get for free from the CSP. I'm at $27.95, and it's 3,000 to get one chest. Like alien speak? There is a storm, so that might have to do something. It's storming pretty bad over here. Bad winds, bad thunder. I'm surprised power hasn't gone out or anything. The other thing, what's guild look like? Only level 7 guild, that's pretty horrendous. Only at 10,000? But we were considering the Mayuri thing, because if we got Mayuri, that's an instant max level, and then on top of that being able to do the equipment and everything. But I'm more or less okay with waiting, because it won't take long to get to 159, if we do everything each day, since we're number 1 and everything. Or at least I can say I hope it doesn't take too long. But if you consider all the facts, like if just getting everyone's accessories up would probably bring us up enough to go up 1 to 2 million, and then upgrading everyone's characters, I mean everyone's equipment's level or 2 would also in turn bring them up quite a bit of BP. And then the Hogus, because we only have like 1 or 2 Hogus that are decent. I think I could probably get everyone to 3 to 4 million by the time I can top up a Dragon Ball Festival, which in turn would bring us 1 to 3 plus 7 million. Maybe 17 million or so. 15, 16, 17 million. Which is about a month or so away. But by that time, Hinata will probably be like 18, 19,000, but more or less fine with me. Also, have to take into consideration the whole HVI thing and the exclusives, because I have been counting what exclusives will be at, because I don't know what type of exclusive credits I'll be getting. Because main characters at only 10 exclusive. Hugo's at 67, Byakuya's at 70, Ryu's at 80, Hugo's at 70. So getting it to 100 will boost it up a little bit. Is it? What? I'm assuming, do you pick up on the wind outside or something? Because that's literally the only thing making noise, aside from me. No, I don't know what it's picking up on. Yes, a fan or something? It can't be the wind though, because the wind just died down. Like no more wind.
Okay, do you hear me? There we go. That got rid of whatever was doing that. Do I sound any better? It looks like it's a little quiet though. That's the one problem. See. Way to. Seeing if does it even do anything going up high? I don't know if it's up to 100. Okay. I don't know if there's really anything else I can do on my account at the moment. Let's just show number 2. Portion. Oh my god. The moment when your Uryu is more tanky than your Valkyrie. His whole account is pretty much just his Uryu. There's Stack Stern is pretty scary. There was a guy with me Stern and everything. Well, the biggest thing is like he may have a strong Stern, but the other biggest thing is that this is the nerfed Uryu, and Exalt can say what he will about the whole situation, but the nerfed Uryu, like mine for example, does 120% damage to one enemy, to all enemies, and then 300% to the weakest enemy. That doesn't necessarily do much of anything for you. And it'd be better to do 400%, 300% to everyone, which the normal Uryu does. And even if we count the regular skill,
It's just 200% damage to everyone. Which is why I want to use HVI, because as much as I like Ryu and I know he's strong, with this team, I mean, you have Ginjo. Once I get him the last mod and everything and fix up his shit, he's gonna be strong as hell. I mean, we have almost, I think, almost 9 million HP in arena. His defense is kind of lacking, but that can be fixed, I suppose. Plus, we need to do evos. I think the description may be wrong. The description of it isn't wrong. It's just the nerfed one. It is indeed the nerfed Uryu that came out before the actual Uryu that's out now. However, will we ever get the actual Uryu? Who knows? There is a fixed one on Wiki, which I know. Let's see. Give me a sec. There's Uryu. Okay, so attack all enemies, dealing 400% damage, increase ally assault or crit damage by 50% for 2 rounds, and recover 50% of fury for self. So he does the same thing for that, except the fact that it does 200% damage instead. And then for the exclusive skill, it says attack all enemies, dealing 200, 300, and 400% damage, increase allies assault damage rate by 30, 40, 50%. 2 rounds, recover 35 points fury for all allies. And the difference between that and ours is the fact that Ryu does 120% damage, as you can see. It does 100, 120, and 140% damage. Brings the... It still does the 30, 40, and 50%, and then this one does... Wait. Increase allies and soldiers' damage rate by a certain percentage for 2 rounds, and then do 400% of damage to one enemy. And then increase your fury by 30. Increase 35 points of fury to all allies. So it can be OP if it can do it in the right situations. The problem is it does it to the weakest character. So it all depends on who the weakest character is. If your main character survives at the end of it, when Ryu attacks, and then, I mean, obviously it more than likely won't, but if it does, then who's getting the damage taken? Your main character. It's kind of random with it, so rather than that, having HVI, especially for at the moment with everyone with stacked Ginjos. And then with Kakuto adding good stuff and everything. Shouldn't be too bad. I'm hoping that by the time everything rolls around for Dragon Ball Festival, that I can have a lot of the stuff already fixed up quite a bit and can do. Ooh. I can have a lot of the stuff already fixed up quite a bit and Did I look at that wrong? How much is... What is it even boosting? Oh. Okay, I see now. Oh. Okay, I see now. Alright. I guess I can go ahead and start working on. Alright. Um. BP ranking. Maybe I should start clear with it. BP ranking. Maybe I should start clear with it. Okay, so. Okay, so. I'm going to do something real quick. Hold on. Un momento. Oops. I'm going to Bleach. Momento. Um, What the hell? I have to finish up some Sonic, though it seems I will not be catching up soon. Well, I mean, you might. Actually, I think I'm gonna end this stream for right now, and hop back on later after I'm done with the BP rankings and go through that. So talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching, the few of you that watched, and at least the live stream. And see you next time.